Yes.
Okay, so you all think how to make a meat sauce, which I call a meat sauce, but it's not really a Bolognese sauce.
Right.
I'm doing because I only have 6 minutes.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
How do we start with? I want to show you the array of ingredients.
Yes.
First of all, we got olive oil. Then we got what do we call it soffritto, celery, onions, and carrots chopped up finely. Then we got red wine, the alcohol. Then we got milk.
Milk?
Full fat. Nah, milk is tenderized the meat. Then we have beef stock, or you can use chicken stock, passata, sieved tomato, tomato concentrate. This is what you need, of course. And then the meat.
Okay.
Whenever you choose the meat, Italian people, the way they do it, they choose 2 different meats. We will choose pork and beef. That will be our priority. If you cannot have pork, you can have lamb. You may ask yourself why.
Why?
Why?
The reason why we do that is because pork and lamb is more fattening than beef. So we use the fat of the pork and the fat of the lamb to get more flavor into the meat.
Right.
So the meat is more tastier when you make your bolognese. And that's the reason why we do it. So,
I always go for the leaner meat. Maybe I'm getting it wrong.
That's wrong. If you do a lean meat, you don't get all the fat goes in there where the flavor. So fritto in olive oil, you make sure it gets a nice color, okay?
Right.
Once you've done that, you have your pork, goes in there, and you have your beef. I'm only going to show you a little bit because we don't have a lot of time. Now, once you start to mix everything together, it is very important that you allow the meat to crumble. So what do you have to do, Rochelle? You get your wooden spoon and you just crumble the meat in there.
Okay.
Pasta.
I know my place.
I don't know how many times we have to say. When you cook pasta, the water needs to boil, okay? It needs to be bubbling, and we need to put salt, okay? I don't want to hear this thing that salt is bad for you. Yes, salt is bad for you if you add it later, but if you cook pasta without salt, in the water it's tasteless, okay? So we want to put 2 big bunches. Look at that. 1 and 2.
Because I'm assuming
That
that
is a
the
lot.
salt you put in there, most of that you'll leave behind in the water.
Bravo.
Yeah.
I mean, there are 3.5 liters of water
Right.
for half a kilo of pasta. It's not gonna kill anyone. Now, we get the, you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, the fresh pasta goes in there. In Italy, by the way, we don't have such a thing as spaghetti bolognese. They don't exist. That is an American
Right.
thing. We use fettuccine, or we use pappardelle, you know, everything that is flat and thicker.
So it shouldn't- oh.
Tagliatelle, bravo,
shouldn't be
tagliatelle.
spicy.
Now, Rochelle,
Quite
do you
high,
cook
this
at home?
pan. Yeah, I do. I like
Fantastic.
cooking, yeah.
This is the point where we're going to add the alcohol, because we want the alcohol to evaporate.
Right.
Wine, where is Phillip? Are you
Tidying
cleaning up?
Cleaning up,
This
yeah.
pan's quite high. Is it supposed to be this
Sorry?
high? Is this pan supposed to be this high?
Yes,
Okay,
because
fine.
it gives you the chance to move around. Very important when you add the... you explain about the alcohol. I'm taking this out.
It burns off the alcohol,
The
leaves the
actual
flavour behind.
Right.
But you know that.
Yeah, I knew that.
Very important to leave the alcohol away. Take the alcohol away, leave the flavor behind. Otherwise, the sauce becomes bitter.
Right, okay.
So once you've done that for about 30 to 40 seconds, now we add the milk. What does the milk do to the meat?
Oh, that was
It tenderizes. It tenderizes. So what you do, you put a little bit of milk in there. It makes also sure that at the end, when you add the tomato, you have that creamy texture, so you don't need to add butter, you don't need to add cream, you don't need to add
okay.
any extra things. So all starts with the milk.
Can it be hot, cold? What just regular? What the milk?
Any milk
Okay,
will
fine.
do, yes. Hot, cold, warm, however you want, just
milk,
And the
okay.
problem is, if you put it cold from the fridge, you stop the bubbling and the cooking. So obviously try
So
to
not
do it
cold.
at room temperature.
Right, okay.
But you could, if you...
2.5
if that's
minutes,
what-
Gino.
Okay, now, we're going to warm up the one I prepared before. After the milk, you let it bubble for a good 20 minutes, okay? And we're going to put the stock.
When do you add the mushrooms?
What mushroom?
Oh,
There is no mushroom. There is no mushroom in there, but this is the traditional one.
Really?
Are you putting mushroom?
mushroom and... You're not going to like this, but I have a dollop of salad cream on the side. Going to be honest. Anything with mince. Lasagna, shepherd's pie, chili con carne.
Che schifo.
But
Che schifo.
I don't want
Cioè,
to know
tu hai
what you
preso
just
una
said.
ricetta che mia nonna ha fatto 30 anni fa e ci vai a mettere cazzi sour cream sopra. This is what is wrong with this country. This is what is wrong with this country.
All we're doing is taking
But it
something
tastes
traditional
really...
and
I know, I'm not
adapting
saying
it.
it's traditional, but
Yes,
I
it's
will always
we're
ask
just
for it
adapting
in the restaurant if you know.
Don't adapt anything. Do I come here and adapt the things that you do?
Yes.
Have you ever seen me adapting a shepherd's pie?
He's so
Have
angry,
you ever
he doesn't
seen me
want me to
adapting
stir.
one of your banger and mash, whatever you call them? I don't adapt anything. I stick with a plan. Stick with a plan.
Okay.
Sieve tomato
I'm
goes
sorry.
in there, and then we got tomato concentrate. Very important. This gives color, extra flavor.
Right.
Okay. Now, water is boiling. It's salad cream.
I know, it's so
What does it not
nice,
say in the
though.
title?
You should try it.
Salad cream. Otherwise, would
If-
have been called
if we ha-
Bolognese cream.
If we
One
have
minute.
any
Sauce
here,
cream.
1 minute.
1 minute.
If we have any here, I'm going to serve you some with some salad
Well,
cream.
why
This is
don't you
a-
invite me at home with Marvin and make sure that you show me this?
I will.
Okay. Now, pasta goes into the sauce.
This is an important thing. You always
Right.
put the pasta to the sauce, not the sauce to the pasta.
Fantastic. Okay.
Okay.
We mix all together. I
Yeah.
also want to show if you got leftover bolognese, the way I do it at home. Okay. Put it into a bag, and let me show you a little trick that I do, because it's very easy when you defrost. Put the sauce into a bag, like this. Because I like to do a big batch of bolognese sauce, Philip.
Yeah, that's
and
good with the
Rochelle.
kids.
The reason why I do that, because then I can do lasagne,
Ah.
I can do jack potato with bolognese sauce.
Nice.
Nice.
That's nice. Then you can put a bit of salad cream if you want to,
I will do.
but not with the fettuccine. Now, when you put in the bag,
There's 20 seconds until we finish. We come
Okay.
off air.
it's okay. Well, you come off air and I'll do something. You put them in the bag, and then you do with your hand, you do a, like that. Look, you cut it
Yeah,
through.
but you have to stop. You have to stop now.
Right.
All right.
We haven't even had time to taste this.
We haven't.
3,
We'll do it now.
2, 1. See you tomorrow.
Thank you to me. Thank you to me. It says thanks to Gino. You didn't say thank you to Gino.